For the avoidance of doubt, The Simple Side does not provide investment, tax, or legal advice. As with any asset, the value of any asset class can go up or down, and there can be substantial risk that you lose your money buying, selling, holding, or investing in any asset. You should carefully consider whether trading or holding assets is suitable for you in light of your financial condition.
Welcome to the simple side. Market beating picks inside. There's no jargon and no time to waste. Join the simple side and end up in first place. Welcome to the simple side.
All right, welcome back to The Simple Side, one of the top independent financial newsletters in the world. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're glad to have you join one of the nearly 300,000 returning subscribers. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. We are glad to have you all. Also, I would love it if you could tell me what you love, hate, want to see changed, added, removed, all that good stuff from this newsletter, especially this weekly newsletter that gets sent out every Saturday. You can let me know what you want to see happen by clicking this button that is in the newsletter. Again, if you're just listening to the podcast, go read along with the newsletter. You'll be able to see all the graphics that we have, thesimpleside.substack.com. And when you go there, go and click this button that says Start Survey in the newsletter and let me know what you think about these weekly send-outs that you've been getting. Let me know what you want to see changed, added, subtracted. And just so you know, I am paying attention to it. I do look at it, and I am making changes off of what people say. In fact, last week I had 3 major requests come through. I had requests for coverage of gold and gold ETFs. I had a request to talk about the abbreviated Buffett pick of the week. I had requests to do daily stock picks with ranges of buying, I guess, and fundamental and technical analysis along with that as well. And I also had 3 incredible questions. How do I enter the giveaways that happen on the Simple Side? People asked to have all of the portfolios and the differences explained to them. And then someone asked me about copy trading. And so I'm going to talk about all of these points that happened. These, of course, are just the 3 that I found most important from last week. There's more than that, but I want you to send in anything that you have and I'll address it in these newsletters every week, make the newsletter better, make it more enjoyable for you. And that's my goal. So let's talk about the 3 requests that I had. Coverage of a gold ETF. Boom, done. It's going to be in this newsletter. You can go and find it today. I'm going to be putting this section in right after we cover politician and insider trading. So go and find it there. Read through it. Let me know if you like the way that I did it. Let me know if you don't like the way that I did it, how you want it to be structured, and I will change it for next week. On the abbreviated Buffett pick of the week, for those of you that don't know, every Wednesday, I have been sending out a newsletter that talks about a stock that Buffett might buy. And what I do is I go through and take Buffett's methodology. These are quotes that he's had, things that he said about how he picks stocks. And I've summed it down into 5 key points. And then I analyze is what I was going to say. I analyze a stock and say, is this a stock that Warren Buffett would buy or he wouldn't buy based off of the fundamental analysis of the company? So go and check those out. I've got a link to go and see one of the most recent one of these later on in today's article. So go and find that link and go and check out the old pick. But I'm going to do an abbreviated one right after I talk about the gold ETF this week. On the daily stock pick news, I already have a newsletter that does daily stock picks. It's called The Simple Side Daily, and you can find it by going to thesimplesidedaily.substack.com, or you can click on the link that's in the newsletter. Again, thesimpleside.substack.com to find that link. You can go and click on that link, and I will look at adding fundamental and technical analysis to all the daily news that I send out every day, Monday through Friday. So I'll look at adding some of that into the daily newsletter. But if you want to see that, you got to go and subscribe. It's a different newsletter from just The Simple Side. So The Simple Side Daily, go look that up and subscribe there. All right, let's talk about the 3 questions that I got. How do I enter giveaways? Well, if you're a paying subscriber, you are automatically entered into every giveaway that we do. There's nothing that you have to do to enter. Sometimes I'll offer incentives to get more entries by getting other people to subscribe, but that will be stated separately in newsletters specifically talking about that raffle or that giveaway. So be on the lookout for that. But if you're a paying subscriber, you're automatically entered. There's nothing that you need to do. I have your email address, so I'll reach out to you if you are a winner. All right, so another person asked me to explain all of the portfolios that I have. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll write an article later on that goes into this more in depth, but let's talk about it real quick. So the flagship fund is our main portfolio, and this is supposed to be the Steady Eddie growth portfolio. This is supposed to be the S&P 500 competitor, if you will. It's built to outperform the portfolio that your financial advisor would put together for you. And I'm not going to take a fee. I'm not taking 2 and 20 like your financial advisor is going to. So I'm performing better and I'm not taking fees from you. And I looked it up, and financial advisors seem to return between 5 to 7% annually, which is less than the S&P 500 at 8 to 12% annually. And all of that's less than Buffett at 19.8% annually. And since I've been tracking my flagship fund portfolio, my average returns have been 39.15% annually. So all I'm doing here is I'm trying to just outperform the SPY, Buffett, and an advisor that you would likely pay for. I'm doing it at decimals of the cost. I mean, we're talking about a tenth of the cost of a financial advisor, depending on how much money you have with them. I mean, a hundredth of the cost, a thousandth, of the cost. For $200 a year, your financial advisor is probably taking anywhere from 5 to 100x that amount based on your portfolio size. And so I'm performing better, taking no fees. So that's the flagship fund. The contrarian portfolio is a much riskier portfolio, but also a higher return portfolio. The investments are sporadic in nature, so they happen randomly, and they go somewhat against the grain. So for example, when everyone was buying into the AI hype, I recommended buying uranium and energy stocks. And since I sent that out, some of those stocks are up over 50% year to date. And these group of stocks are attractive for a specific kind of investor who's looking for those high risk, high reward situations. And like I said, it's contrarian to what's going on in the broader market. So when everybody's focused on AI, maybe I'm focused on uranium and nuclear market movement. So when everybody's focused on quantum computing, maybe I'm going to go and focus on drug manufacturers. So it's just contra to what most people are doing in the markets. And then we have the weekly picks portfolio, which is, again, this newsletter that gets sent out every Saturday. This was originally built for me to stay just in tune with the markets, and also to prove to my subscribers and to myself that I knew the markets. I know how they work, I know how to manipulate them, and I know how to profit from them. And that's exactly what I've done for the past 30 weeks. So that's the weekly picks portfolio. So like I said, there's 3 different portfolios. The flagship fund, which is a long-term, slow growth portfolio. The contrarian portfolio, which is a mid-term to long-term holding, high risk, high reward portfolio. And then the weekly picks, which of course are every week, me proving to you, to myself, and to the world that I know how the markets work and I can even win every week. All right, that brings us to the last question that I have, which is, when will copy trading be released? So this is a little bit harder to answer because at this point, this is not on me. I've signed all the documents that I need to sign. I've done everything necessary to set up the partnership, and the company I am working with just has to send me the code for everybody to sign up with. I'm going to be giving you guys discounts on the platform that they offer and the ability to copy my portfolios, of course. Once I have this code that I can send you that lets you get a discount on your sign-up fees, then you'll be able to go and do everything there. I'm waiting for them to send that to me. So I know I've been promising this for months now. I promise it's still coming. It's just not in my hands at this point. It's in their hands. All right, deep breath. Whew. I know that was a lot. And I just wanted to type all of that out and talk about it in the podcast to show you that I am paying attention and I am working furiously to make this platform better for you. So please, please, please go fill out that survey and let me know what you want to see updated, changed, added, etc. Because I want this to be your go-to and your favorite newsletter. With all that being said, I don't want today's podcast to be super crazy long, so I'm not going to cover everything that I normally cover. I'm just going to do a quick recap of all of the free content that I have. Paying subscribers, you can jump down and go see all of the larger and more powerful updates that I've got in the portfolio, and I will keep you updated with everything that's going on there. All right, so of course, quick updates. We're doing the giveaways again. We're going to be giving away $2,000 for our next giveaway, and also we're going to be giving away some merch from our shop. So go and check out our shop. Again, you can find the link to the shop at thesimpleside.substack.com. The $2,000 giveaway, if you're a paying subscriber, you're already entered. If you're not a paying subscriber, there's a little coupon code in the newsletter for 20% off. So again, thesimpleside.substack.com. Find the heading that says quick updates. There's a 20% off coupon code right there. Again, I'm trying to shift everything to a website and off of Google Sheets, and that is happening currently. So you can go and join the website now, create an account, and just check out everything. I'm going to have to upgrade everybody's accounts that's a paying subscriber. So just go and make an account for now. Just set up a free account. Don't pay for it. Unless you want to, you're more than welcome to, but I'll set up all the paying subscribers with a free subscription to the website as well. So go and check that out. Again, that is thesimpleside.news. That's the website that I'm going to be setting everything up on, so go and check that out. You can see our weekly trade performance in the newsletter here. Again, over the past 30 weeks, we're up 27.72%, while the SPY is only up 11.78%. So we're outperforming by over 20%. Again, for our politician trading report, we've seen the two ETFs. They're not both up over the past week. Nance, the Democrat tracking ETF, is up 1.11% over the past week, while the Republican tracking ETF is only up not up. It is down 0.52% over the past week. Year to date, their returns are up 6.24% for Democrat tracking and 4.39% for Republican tracking. Currently, their buy-sell ratio for February is 0.17, which shows pessimism from politicians for the markets. And you can go and check out our stock highlight right here in the newsletter if you're following along. For insider trading, their monthly buy-sell ratio is currently 0.22, which is below the average of 0.4, which again shows pessimism from insiders. All right. Continuing on, we've got the new gold tracker set up right here. I'm going to be covering 3 different categories for the gold tracker. I'm going to be covering a technical analysis, which will just talk about where this gold is trading close to, the layers of support that we're seeing, and any corrections. Then we're going to talk about fundamental news. So this is just what Trump is signaling, what traders are signaling. And then third off, we're going to cover scenarios and strategy. Again, go look at the newsletter. Tell me if you like this. Tell me if you don't like it. I'll cover this in next week's newsletter. Again, I just don't want to do it today because of how long this podcast is already becoming. Finally, we've got the Buffett buy in the weekly summary. Again, this is new, and we send out this analysis every Wednesday. So this is just a quick recap of what came out Wednesday if you missed it, or if you don't have the time to go and read the full article that comes out on Wednesday. Again, let me know what you think of the format for this. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you want to see something different? Do you want to see something more? So go and check that out. Let me know. But overall, over this past week, we covered ticker CACI, and we like it actually quite a bit. I think it's positioned well for long-term growth, but in the short term, it could face problems with the government cutting costs. So we're not going to buy it now, but we think over the long term, it could be a good buy and hold. So go and check that out. Again, you can go and see our portfolio returns here. We're up 5.99% on our flagship fund, 75.39% on our contrarian trades, and 11.23% on our weekly stock picks. I talk a bit about what we're doing with the contrarian portfolio. We're looking at exiting a position that's up over 240% since we first bought it. So go and read through that. I've also got some cool links in here that you can use to give a gift subscription to somebody, get a 20% discount, and try us free for 7 days. And then I have another link that'll take you to how I can improve the newsletter. So go and fill out that survey as well. Paying subscribers, you can go check out next week's trades. And for everybody else, I'll look forward to seeing you next week.